Hello everybody, welcome to High Five Reseller Shop. My name is Derek. I've been selling on eBay for like 19, 20 years now, and sell a little bit of everything, but I'm mostly a clothing reseller and physical media, CDs mostly. I really like music, that's why I do the CDs. It doesn't make me a lot of money, but I love doing it. And then it is February 2nd, so welcome to February. January was a long 3 months, as one might say, but we got through January and the storm, and we did a little bit of a trip last week, so I put my eBay store on vacation mode for a couple of days just to extend the handling time out to basically today. So over the course of that time, I did ship out on Friday, but it was only 3 or 4 things that sold over the midweek time that we were on vacation, or we were away from, we were out of town. So we went to Kansas City to Great Wolf Lodge with the kids, and they got to go on water slides and play video games in the arcade, and we went out to eat and just had a good old time. They like staying in hotels. It's really exciting for them. So we did that, and we had a good time, and now we're back. I really haven't done a whole lot with eBay in the last couple of weeks. I finished off a couple of death pile bins of pants. I think that was like 2 weeks ago at this point. So I was really happy with that, and then just things kept popping up, and I didn't get to doing a whole lot. I went through my audio CDs, and I pulled a ton down. I think it was like maybe 150 of them down, and I started lotting them up by author together, and I'm going to do some lots of those to try and push those out of the store at a cheaper price for people. They were selling for like $4 plus shipping, so I'm gonna try and get them out of the store at like $10 for a lot of 2 and 3 and 4 audiobooks. So try and make a little bit of money that way, and then whatever's left over, I'm just gonna have to pull down and put in a garage sale or something. They're not making that much money anymore. And so that, I also went through some of the older stuff in the store and kind of pulled that down to see if it's worth relisting or not. Usually it's not, and I just put it in the garage sale bins for the summer when that rolls around, and we'll do a garage sale and we'll get rid of it all. Whether it sells or if it just goes to the next donation place, I don't know, but I'm going to give it a shot to try and sell it off for like $1 a pop, whatever it may be, whatever the item may be. Let me think of anything else that's going on. We sold 28 items Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It was the first of the month weekend, so that's why I think it was really popping this weekend for us. And we sold 28 items for a total of $726. That is including fees and shipping. So let's go through the items that sold during this time period for this weekend. So this is 2 pairs of pants from A New Day, which A New Day is Target brand. And there's 2 pants, a brown pair and a black with checks. Both are elastic waist stretch pants. They're both size 18, extra large. Since they came from Target, there's a lot of these out there online, so I have to make a better deal than your normal deal. So I put 2 of them together with the same size, and with these sold for $16.99 plus shipping. The next item is a t-shirt, a men's t-shirt. It's this men's t-shirt for Guinness. and it says a lovely day for a Guinness with the toucan, and it's just blank on the back. It's got that front graphic. It's a crew neck. It's a large, and it sold for $25 plus shipping on top. The next one is another men's shirt, not as quite as good a sale as $25 plus shipping. This is from the Bullpen Tavern and Patriot Dinner. I'm assuming this came from Kansas or something, because most of the shirts like this were from Kansas. It's got the little thing up here on the front. It is a crew neck, short sleeve t-shirt, $4 plus shipping on top for that. And I just thought the graphic on the back was cool, and it was in good shape, so I tried. It didn't sell well. When you don't have a name brand, people can't search for your stuff, so it's really hard to sell something without a name brand in the title, unless that was vintage, and then you could put vintage in there, and that may narrow down the search. People just looking for vintage t-shirts and stuff like that. The next item is a CD. I got stuff falling off the desk over here. CD. I put this up probably a week ago. This is Motion City Soundtrack, My Dinosaur. I don't think it is a soundtrack like we would think. I think it's like a techno, alt rock, electronic music type of deal. But it's from 2009, and this was actually a pretty good CD. It sold for $15.99 plus shipping. The next item I've had for, we're going on 13 years, 12 years, something like that. It's this little piece of art. This is an actual oil painting. It's signed by somebody, I don't know the name. Still life fruit, 3.5 by 2.5 inch canvas. The frame is 8.5 by 7 3/4. Wall art decor, and this sold for $40 plus shipping on top. This frame is, a real wood frame. It's a good frame. I don't know if somebody bought it just for the frame or for the oil painting inside, but it is a fairly interesting piece. There you go. That's it. $40 with shipping on top. The next item that's sold is another CD. Dave Hole, Under the Spell, Rock Blues. This sold for $3.49 plus shipping on top. Another CD sold, Funk Volume 1, various artists. $15.99 plus shipping on top. So this has the Commodore's Brick House. It has Super Freak by Rick James. It's got Word Up by Cameo. It's got Low Rider by War. Lady Marmalade by LaBelle. Let It Whip by the Daz Band. Tell Me Something Good by Rufus and Shaka Khan. For the Love of Money by the OJs. Love Roller Coaster by the Ohio Players. You Dropped a Bomb on Me by the Gap Band. Jungle Boogie by Kool and the Gang. And Daz, Brick by Brick. Really good bunch of songs there. I guess they are all funk. Some of them I wouldn't necessarily consider funk, but yeah, there you go. That's a great CD. $15.99 plus shipping on top. Let's see. The next thing is a pair of jeans, men's jeans, Levi's Signature, medium blue, medium rise, athletic taper denim jeans pants, 34, 32, straight leg. These sold for $10 plus shipping on top. The next item is a Boyd's Bear. Heavenly Friends, always by your side. And that sold for $7.20 plus shipping on top. The next one is a Ray Flack, Untitled Island. Yeah, I think these are all like, original songs with this guy. But he does have a parrot on the back, so it's probably island music or, beach music. This I got at a thrift store for $1, and I sold it for $7.99 plus shipping on top. The next item is this sweater. It is a 3X sweater. It's new with tags. It's from Knox Rose, which I think is a Target brand. It came out of a liquidation store where I won an auction there. I won all these sweaters in an auction. And there's a $1 cost on that, and it sold for $15 plus shipping on top. That is the last one of those I have available. So I am done with those Knox Rose sweaters at this point. The next item that sold is pant 238 Chico's Platinum White Crop Pants, Chico size 3, extra large, size 16 US. $18 plus shipping on top. The next item is the dinosaurs. So I had, this is the second time I've sold part of this dinosaur set. Somebody wanted 4 of the dinosaurs for $40, and then they didn't want the rest of them, so I had to redo the listing again, but this time I got $55.99 for these dinosaurs. This guy is pretty big. These are Carnegie Safari dinosaurs. If you find them, pick them up. They are sought after. I did not know that. I just thought the Jurassic Park ones were the ones that are sought after. These have dates on them going from 1988 to 2001. And there are 14 dinosaurs in this group. And so if you're at, I would say that this is going to be like an older person's garage sale where they have their kids' toys that they're just trying to get out of their house and everything from, their 40-year-old kids, and that they're trying to get their stuff out of that house. You might find these there. These are in acceptable condition, I would say. Acceptable to really good condition. But by no means are they perfect. And because of this one guy's neck being so huge, it's going to take a box like this to ship it in. So just because of his neck is so ginormous. But those sold, and I said it already, but $55.99. And then the previous 4 sold for $40 plus shipping. So a bunch of dinosaurs from my mother-in-law out of a storage locker that she got, over $100. So that is pretty darn good. The next item that sold is out of my sports memorabilia collection that I have, and I've been trying to put it up gradually since I am not paying attention to it anymore. But this 2006 Bears football calendar, which I probably got at Christmas in 2006, and it's got pictures of Jerry Azuma, Brian Urlacher, Muhsin Muhammad. Nope, that's Justin Gage. Alex Brown, Desmond Clark, Charles Tillman, who I guess is maybe going to be a coach now, John Tate, Lance Briggs, Olin Kreutz, Mike Brown, and of course, Sexy Rexy. So that team that went to the Super Bowl way back against Peyton Manning. So that, and then the next item would be pant number 165, and these are Champion Powertrain gray with pink legging loose ankle yoga pants, and these sold for $7.99 plus shipping on top. The next one is also a pant. It's pant 294, and these are westbound beige khaki tapered leg stretch pants, size 12, large, and it is a petite size. $14.99 plus shipping on top for those. The next item is sweatpants, men's sweatpants. These are 2XL new with tags. And then I don't know if you know this, but if you see this kind of a tag like at your liquidation store or whatever, that's gonna be a Sam's Club cast off. So these were from Sam's Club, sold at Sam's Club, new 2XL Hurley Surf Co. lounge jogger sweatpants. And I think all they have is like this little bit on them, and they sold for $16.99 with shipping on top. Trying to remember where those came from, and I don't really recall. That's interesting. The next thing that sold was a monitor arm. So if you've been watching for a while, you've been seeing me sell these monitor arms. When I ship them, I take this part off. I can't. It needs to be unwound. But then I fold this down, and I shrink wrap this up, and there's a little Allen headed screw there. I take that off, and I take this portion off here, and then I put it in a box, a little bit smaller box. And the first time I shipped them out, I probably lost a little bit of money on that, but I figured it out since then. But that one sold for $35 plus shipping on top. Excuse me. The next item is this Rubaiyat 2 double CD. It's Elektra's 40th anniversary, various artists recording rock and pop music from 1990. And it's got The Cure, Hello, I Love You, Tracy Chapman, let's see, The Gypsy Kings, Hotel California. That's a really good version of that. The Black Velvet Band singing Werewolves of London. I don't know if I've ever heard that. Let's see, it's got a Pixies song in here. Anita Baker is on here. Howard Jones. The Georgia Satellites. Teddy Pendergrass. Linda Ronstadt. Jackson Brown. 10,000 Maniacs. Those Days. Metallica. Stone Cold Crazy. They Might Be Giants. Leaders of the New School. And that's about it. So 2 CD set, and this sold for $5.59 plus shipping on top. Then the next thing is a shirt. Let's see here. UGE. Not really familiar with this. It's a cold shoulder type of thing. Blouse with the missing shoulder piece there. And this is a small. It's got the fringe at the bottom. Orange shirt. $4.29 with shipping. Let's see here. Next one is another monitor arm that's sold. I'm not going to bring it back up, but $47.99 for the other monitor arm. The one was probably sold on an offer, and that one probably sold just on its full price. So, then the next item is this. Let's see here. This Charlotte Russe purple lace tank top blouse. It's a large. And this came out of from a Stratford garage sale for 75 cents, and I sold it for $11.99 plus shipping on top. I normally wouldn't pick up Charlotte Russe, but it has all these extra little features on it, like the lace up front with the string still in there, so that's something. It's got this double strap on the shoulder. It's sheer in the back. You can see through the back portion of it a little bit, but in the front it's double layered. Charlotte Russe is kind of a mall brand that's lower end pricing, but with all those little extra features, and it was being 75 cents that I got it for, I could make $10 off of it pretty easy. So that's why I bought that. Normally I wouldn't buy something like from Charlotte Russe, but in that case it added up to a good sale. The next item are these Wrangler 46 waist green woodland camo high-rise shorts, new with tags, and these sold for $23.99. I don't know where I got those from. I think they were sitting in the death pile. The next item that's sold is this CD, Rex, self-titled CD, Southern Rock, Indie Rock, 1995. Sold for $3.50 plus shipping on top. That's going to be an issue. It's got a crack on it right there. I'm probably going to have to refund that person the money for that because it's $3.50. And I won't. I'd just be losing money if I sent it to them and refunded them. I'll just refund them. I'm not gonna send it out. The next item that's sold is this pant 106. It is GM, GAIAM, GM. It's like a yoga brand, dark blue and purple mid-waist ankle yoga stretch pant, leggings, medium size 810. And I got these at a Stratford garage sale for $1 a piece. And these sold for $23.99. That's a pretty good return on an investment. And the next item is a pair of jeans, pant number 0087. These are brand 7, medium wash, high rise, unfinished hem, blue jeans, stretch, size 16, extra large. So 7 is a good brand to pick up. They usually you can get around $20 for them, and this sold for $20 plus shipping on top. The next item is this Boyd's Bear. Little Bear Peep, got any sheep? And let's see if I can get it up there. That's what it looks like. And this sold for $10.39 plus shipping on top. And let me grab the last item. Okay, the last item is this audiobook, Soft Focus by Jane Ann Krentz, 2010. Sold for $7.18 plus shipping on top. So that was everything. Let me go back and see if anything sold while we were going through all that, which would be cool if it did, but I don't think it did. Still 29 items to ship and send out today. Oh, something did ship. Something did sell because it was 28. So while we were going through that, another pair of pants sold. Pant $2.56, Westbound Petites, tapered leg, high-rise brown capri pants, size 12P, so petite, and they sold for $18.36. I will go grab those. And I got to refund that one buyer, so there'll still be 28 things going to the post office today, and that's about it. Let me go see. That's going to be it for today. What am I going to do the rest of the week? I got a couple of pile of pants here. What does that look like? Maybe 50 pairs of pants and jeans. I'm going to try and get them on the mannequin. Get those photographed. I got a box over here of stuff that I already pictured that I need to just finish up. It's like I did 100, and then I'll have these like 5 that just didn't work out in terms of like in the flow of doing things, and then they just sit in a box over here on the side. Definitely stuff that will sell pretty well if it gets up, but it's just one of those things, like you look at it and like, I don't want to do it, then you do it and you're like, oh, that took like 20 minutes. I don't know why I made it such a big deal, but still working on getting out of this office as fast as I can so I can paint it and give it to my daughter so she can make it a room. But with the garage storage area being so cold, it's like, it's not a place I really want to work for right now. I want to fix the temperature issue in there. It doesn't get really cold, not that you can see your breath. It's just like you wouldn't want to be in there for hours working like at a computer or whatever. But that's not how I'm going to set it up. But I do need someplace to do this photography stuff, and I haven't quite figured that out yet. But I did a good job of emptying this place out for the most part. I just gotta continue on, and then I gotta take this pile of CDs here. So that's probably, I don't know, 200-300 CDs there, maybe more. And I gotta get those into the garage somehow. Those are already priced. I already priced them and mark them as what they are. Some of them are singles, some of them are compilations or lots of the same artist type of deal. I do really well with that, so I'm pleasantly surprised, and I want to try it with these books and see if it works with these audiobooks. But that's what we got going on here. We start basketball today, so we got to go get everybody basketball shoes in a little bit. But I got to package this stuff up and get it to the post office so that we can go shop for basketball shoes. But if you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'd love to try to answer them for you. And if you have any comments, or if you'd like to see something on the channel that you particularly like, then I will try to accommodate everybody. I'm really excited for the channel. It's growing by leaps and bounds, all due to the how-to video on how to list CDs on eBay. I'm going to try and do another one like that, probably how to list clothes on eBay. So for now, we'll see you later. Remember to give yourself a high five if you find a really cool item out in the thrift. And we will see you next time on High Five Resale Shop. Bye.